Cheryl Grabowski, and I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse. You guys call me the Narc Slayer over here on YouTube. And we have a wonderful topic today that I want to discuss with you guys. So, Donnie McClurkin is a preacher and he's very famous. A lot of people know him. He's also a singer. He was a singer first and he became a preacher. Now he's a pastor of a beautiful church. I think the church is in Texas. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's in Texas. And he's gone viral for saying, listen to this, guys, listen. He's gone viral for saying that you cannot speak words and create or manifest anything. That we don't have the power to do that. And the only person that can do that is God. Now, listen. The people are discussing it and they're referencing the Bible. Okay? This is what's going on. They're referencing the Bible, and you guys come on in and have a seat. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel. This is a healthy place. It's an informative place. It's a progressive place. It's a high vibrational place, and it's a whole lot positive place. Okay? I'm just going to tell you all of that now. Okay, and if this is your first time, like I said here, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the notification bell. What's up, Jakey Jake? How you doing? Good afternoon. So anyway, I was listening to, what's up, Daisy? Good afternoon. I was listening to another content creator on Facebook who said basically that you can't speak or you can't create anything you can't speak something and create anything. That the only person that could do that is God. Okay? The only person that could do that is God. And I was like, what? I mean, I don't know what y'all think about it or but we get ready to get into it because it has all of the different things that I like. So my perspective is that, first of all, Donnie McClurkin, you can't tell anybody what they can do or whether or not they can create. That's the first thing. Number two, they are saying now, okay, well, you're going to look in your Bible and you're going to find out whether or not, or you're going to find where God says it's okay that you create. Otherwise you need to be quiet. So I'm just like, it's very, very annoying. In my opinion, Donnie McClurkin's problem is that nowadays, I don't know if y'all want me to turn that light up or not. Let me take these shoes off my feet, animal. Let me relax. Let me relax because we got some talking to do. So nowadays, a lot of people are talking about manifesting. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Lots of people are talking about manifesting. And the way, because I've been talking about manifesting, right? I've been speaking the different things that I want in my life. I see this glare on my glasses. I don't like it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can readjust myself to get the glare off the glasses. I think, y'all, I'm pretty much natural today. I don't have much makeup on. But let me focus. So, thank you, Jackie J. Yeah, don't y'all forget to like the video, okay? Because our likes are garbage, okay? But it doesn't matter because Cheryl is focused. We'll get back in the algorithm. I had a whole lot of life going on, a whole lot of life. Even before my children's father passed away, it was a lot of life going on, just a lot. You know what I mean? And so anyway, I've spent a whole lot of time outside of this app. This app, my views being down is on me. It has nothing to do with you guys. Because you guys come in when I come live. It has nothing to do with y'all. It just has to do with me not being here. And when it comes to the algorithm, you can't do that. You stay married to the algorithm or you suffer. you gotta be inside this app, okay? Period. So that's what happened. But anyway, getting back to my topic, Donnie Donnie McClurkin. First of all, I don't agree with what he says. Because number one, you don't tell anybody anything. Okay? There are approximately 7 billion people on the planet. And nobody has to go through you in order to access God. We can't do that. Because the reality of it is, Mr. McClurkin, when you're in your bed at 1 a.m. and somebody is on the interstate and they don't flip their car upside down and they over there on the bypass, and they need the creator of the universe, God, call it whoever you want to call, they need that. See, you're going to be asleep in the unconscious world. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. These preachers have lost their mind because they think that because they have 2,500 people that listen to them all the time. They think that everything that they say is true, and it's not. Hold on, y'all. Just saw my son pull up. We're going to turn the light on, too, because it's dark in here. Let me let him in. I don't know what's going on. Dottie, yeah, you know better. Oh my God. No, I ain't even let you in. I'm not letting you in because you know better. I'm not opening the door. I'm not. Nope. I'm not opening the door. Y'all, excuse me. Excuse me. My son showed up with his pit bull and he know better. No. I'm not going to open the door and she can't come in here. I'm sorry. Y'all still there? As always, we always got something going on when I go live. Okay, it is what it is. Y'all know I'm a real girl and this is a real channel. Okay, this is real. It's not fake. Okay. I don't know what your problem is. You done lost your mind.
No, I don't like come to hang. I'm really tired. I want to make sure I get that.
And she cried. I'm on live too.
Yeah, she got PTSD.
Okay, well you can go back there with Monet. You can go with Monet.
I about to want to take my eyes off.
Just hurry up.
Can you go grab them for me?
What? No, go back there with Monet. And she out there screaming and welching and crying. She's real pretty. She has grown up. I mean, she's twice the size that she was the last time I saw her. Girl, stop acting like that. Y'all gotta hold on for a minute. I'll be right. Hold on. She out there. Do y'all hear the doggy? I'm sorry she can't come in here. My nerves gonna be tore up the whole time. So no, I can't do that. I can't do it. Cheryl, the DNC is hilarious. Protests in Chicago calling Kamala. Oh Lord, why are they calling her that? Dottie, she's out there barking real bad. Hold on, y'all. She whining a little. Dottie. She's out there whining. Yeah, she whining. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. I wouldn't be comfortable if she was in here. She's just too big.
No, she real good with people. She don't mess with people.
You going home? You going home? You going back? Okay, you need to go get some rest. Yeah, you need to go get rest.
That dog about when she's angry. She always do what sly stuff to me.
I just started my live too. They listen to it.
Oh yeah. You should have showed her. She's a pretty dog.
No.
Top dollar.
You can take that with you.
Top.
I'll call you a little bit later.
But we're gonna have some huskies here soon.
Okay. All right. Bye. Are y'all still here? Y'all probably don't. Okay. The queen of all queens. Okay, so we're back. So y'all, that was my middle son. He's 32. And he brought the dog, and she's a pit bull. And she's really pretty and everything like that, but she's too big. And my son is really slim, and she's dragging him. Okay, he's really slim. How much he weigh? He weigh about 155, and he's about 5'9". All right, let's get into it. So Donnie McClurkin, do we need some more lighting? Y'all still here? It says 25 people here, but the chat is just sitting. So anyway, Donnie McClurkin says that you can't say or create with your words. They can jab you anytime. Who can jab? Oh, pit bulls are very dangerous. I know, but people in, I don't know where in other parts of the world, but here in North Carolina, they love those dogs and they have them around children. And my son has 3 kids. And but he raised her pretty much since birth, and he says she's super spoiled. So, and I just saw him go around the side of my house because I'm on a corner lot, and the cul-de-sac is on the left, right over here. So he going back there to my shed. That's where he going, and he's probably is going to get something out of the shed because it has the, what do you call I don't know what you call those kind of locks with the code thing on it. Pit bulls are G's. That's very risky. I mean, I don't know. Jake, do you not like dogs? Because I don't know much about dogs either. I'm not saying I don't like dogs. I think they're adorable. I watch them on TikTok all the time. And I love them with their facial expressions and all that. I mean, it's funny. I could just watch them for 2 hours. So I like dogs, but they make me anxious. You know, all that jumping around and stuff like that, it just makes me anxious. I just, you know, and I don't like all the hair that's all over their bodies. I don't like that either. I don't like the big mouths with the tongue hanging. I don't like that either. I don't like when they have, you know, stuff in the corner of their eyes, and I don't like how their beehole is exposed in the back. It just freaks me out. So I don't like that. I had a German, whatever that is, the one that looks like a grandpa with a beard, but not a pit bull. I love dogs and am scared of cats. And that dog doesn't shed. Okay. Yeah, this cat bit my mother on her foot. I mean, and blood like bit her really hard. It was my cousin's cat, and she bit the top. My mama, it was summertime, she had on flip-flop, and she bit the top of her foot. So I just don't, it's the, you know, it's the claws, it's the teeth, it's the jumping around real fast, the hair, it's just everything. I just can't. But I love the way that animals love. I love the way that they love their owners. I love it. I think it's the most beautiful thing in the world. All right, so let's get back into the Donnie McClurkin. Let's see if we can find. Donnie McClurkin says that you cannot create anything, and that he is not dealing with that mystical witchcraft, is what he said. He called it manifesting and speaking and creating. He calls it witchcraft. Why you say that? Jackie J, don't put that word, put unalived in the chat. Why you say that? Sit on your, don't you think if something was sitting on your face that you would recognize it sitting on your face? I hate this glare on these glasses. I'm trying to get away from it, but I can't. I think I need the light. Let me just turn the light on. All right, that kind of got rid of it. All right, so Donnie McClurkin says, Donnie McClurkin with his ugly self. Sorry, I'm sorry. What's up, Nard? Okay, Jake, I hear you. With his unattractive, yeah, he took something out of shit. With his unattractive self, with his awkward self, oh no. I don't think I could have never been a member of Donnie McClurkin's church. I don't care. He can sing and all that. I just don't care. His life has been too problematic. You know, I don't feel like he's honest and forthcoming with his sexuality. I could have never been his member, because if he'd have just came out and said, listen, I got a boyfriend, I'm same gender loving and whatever, whatever, then I probably could have. What's up, FMC? Been a member of his church, but I don't believe that. I think he has a lover. I do. I know that he doesn't like women. And for that very reason, I don't give a how he can XOG a text. I don't care. I don't care how he can sing. How can you preach and tell me what God says when you won't be honest about who you are? I don't. No. So let's get into it. So he said to speak. What's up, Leslie Newsom? Hey, girl. He said to speak and say that you can create. That is that mystical witchcraft. This is my thing about that. If you are a fundamental Christian, you don't have room to speak on witchcraft, because a lot of Christianity is founded in paganism. And Donnie McClurkin and people like you who are fundamentalists, you're just stupid because you don't know that. He's sitting there calling it witchcraft, so witches, but his whole Christianity, the Bible, is a lot set up in pagan worship. Now, I shared something on my Facebook the other day. Let me see if I can find it here with my tablet. I might can't get into my Facebook over here. Let's see. Oh, I am. I'm in my Facebook. Look at me. A picture just showed up when I was at the Ritz-Carlton in Atlanta, Georgia. And Ashlyn was in you see the stroller? We took Ashlyn with us because we stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. That was an experience. It really was. I said, oh no, I got to get out of here. This place is way too expensive. But anyway, yeah, you can't do that, Donnie McClurkin, being a preacher. And this is the thing about the ministers. Sometimes some ministers, the ones that I believe that are highly narcissistic, those ones. Because what is your problem with people manifesting? Why can't they say that? He wants, but Cheryl, does he have to tell people who he sleeps with? No, but he does have to tell people that he's same gender loving. He does. You know why? Because the Bible has so much information. It speaks against same gender loving. And he's supposed to be an advocate. Some men tell and talk too much, Jakey Jake. What's up, Don the Don, Big Don the Don? And so yeah, let me deal with that. Let me stop right here. Yes. If he knows that he is attracted to men and he's sagging men, that he gets all of his pleasure from men, and he's not attracted sexually to a woman, and then he's preaching the Bible and maybe even speak against same gender loving, but he himself is same gender loving, that's a problem. From the world of introspection and mental health, he's mentally ill and he needs therapy, because he needs to come into the realization that he's same gender loving himself. He knows that God loves him anyway. He knows that God is not punishing him and he could help them. But to pretend that you're not same gender loving and you preach and live your life like, oh, I'm just going to be single, knowing that you're sagging people the whole time, men, knowing that you have a lover and you say that you're celibate. Now he talked about being seg segged don't believe that God looks down on same gender loving people. And I feel like for a person, Donnie McClurkin, to be same gender loving and having a ongoing relationship with a man, but still preaching in the pulpit like like he's celibate and he's been delivered. You know how they say, no, that's a turnoff. No, I don't like that. I think it's awful. And I don't think if he does that and he's that non-courageous, because it would take courageous for him to do that, then he's not fit to lead people, in my opinion. He's not. All right, so since he's talking about you speaking, Obama has some gender-loving relationships too. Did he say that, Jackie J? Did he put it in his book? I'm just curious. So he's calling this speaking, he's saying that it's witchcraft. When you speak and create something, and we call it manifesting. We call it manifesting. He says that it's witchcraft. But that's and then he's saying that it's gotta be what the Bible says. If you do anything outside of that, good afternoon. Boom, how you doing? Obama has some gender love relationship too. Jakey Jake, how do you know that? All right, so let's deal with it. Let's deal with his. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just feel like in Christianity looking bad right now. I used to be a fundamentalist myself. I've loved that life. I've served in that life. I gave in that life. I gave so much of myself, so much of my money, so much of my talent. I raised my children that way. And these people like Donnie McClurkin and the people in his congregation, because basically he's telling them that God, and not only did he say what I just told y'all he said, that you can't speak and manifest, he also said that God is not speaking to them. He's speaking to him. That's what he said. So my thing is, I don't mean no harm, y'all. Y'all know my perspective can be a little edgy sometimes, but this is how I look at it. If you sit in somebody's congregation and you drink the Kool-Aid and let them tell you that God doesn't speak to you, and that the only person that God is speaking to is him, then you deserve what you get. Sorry. I'm sorry. It makes no sense for adult people to put up with that kind of stuff that Donnie McClurkin is doing. But yet and still, he got a congregation full of people, and they amening him to the moon and back. Amen. Amen. No, it's no amen. He's jealous. That's what's wrong with Donnie McClurkin. He's jealous because people are not dependent on the church for their spiritual connection anymore. And obviously, he has other preacher friends that he conversate with, and they all don't know what's going on. So now they want to point fingers, boop, boop, boop. Oh, it's witchcraft. You're not spiritual. You can't create. God hadn't said anything to you. He's talking to me to tell you. You can't get to God on your own. I'm Donnie McClurkin. You need to go through me. God is not in you. God is in me. You listen to me. That's what he's saying. People in college said it, and then after they said it, they disappeared. Oh, all right. That's sort of like a conspiracy thing. I don't know. Only fools get fooled by other fools when trick knowledge is spreaded. Period. And that's why I say, love you too. That's why I say, listen, they deserve it. I'm not being non-empathetic. If you a grown person, but then again, I'm gonna say no, because some people. Let me change that, or let me alter it a little bit. Some people are very impressionable and they don't have much brain power, and those are the ones that get ensnared with people like Donnie McClurkin. I seen someone say you look like Gayle King, but I think you look better. Dillinger. Thank you, Dillinger. I appreciate that. What's up, princess? So yeah, sometimes they deserve it. How dare you? Are you out of your mind, Donnie McClurkin? So let's say, okay, so he says it's witchcraft. Now we want to talk a little bit about Horus. Do y'all know Horus? Y'all let me know in the chat. It's 29 people in here. Have y'all ever seen this? Y'all ever seen this? I'm going to read it to you. Have you ever heard of Horus? Have you ever heard of Horus? Horus. That's the name. I shared this on my Facebook. My auntie almost jumped out of her skin. All right. So Horus is an Egyptian. Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all listen. Horus is an Egyptian god worshipped since 2200 BC, before the Jesus era. Okay. He was number one, born of a virgin. Born of a virgin. This is way before Jesus even showed up. He's born of a virgin. A virgin. He has 12 disciples, right? How many disciples did Jesus have? He had 12. Mary was what? She was a virgin. He healed the sick and injured. He healed the sick and the injured. He also resurrected. He was resurrected from the dead. What's up, weird alien? Did he serve in the kingdom of God? Don't know that. He was resurrected from the dead. He was crucified, then resurrected after 3 days. Does that sound familiar? He was known as the Lamb, the way and the light. Okay. Now, this God, this Egyptian God, his name is Horus. His story and Jesus' story, or history as it relates to Horus, and his story as it relates to Jesus, is almost the same. 2,200 years before Jesus ever showed up, or the story of Jesus ever showed up, this person was named something else. His name was Horus. But Donnie McClurkin, you say that people can't manifest, and when they speak it, it's mysticism and it's witchcraft. Well, what is your story of Jesus about? Because that's who you worship. But his real name is Horus. Jesus is a borrowed story. Okay? Christians are out here looking real stupid. And that's what's wrong with Donnie McClurkin. Some of y'all may be still Christian, I don't know. But the reason why, to say this and not to be provocative, but to just say that the reason why Christians are looking stupid out here is because of what I just showed you. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sun god, Sunday. All of that stuff is built on paganism. Every bit of it, all of it, is pagan material. It was borrowed and put into Christianity and retold as a revised story. The story is not unique. It's not authentic either. It's all borrowed information. Every bit of it. Every bit. And that is why Christians are looking dumb as I don't know what. Because their whole thing starts with Genesis, Abraham, the Abrahamic faith, the Old Testament, the prophets, priests, the kings, and all of that stuff, and then going on into the New Testament. And there is information way before any of that, which the Christians don't know anything about. And when they find out, they don't acknowledge it and they deny it. But everybody else knows. So when they are, it's almost like having selective knowledge, because there is knowledge that predates their knowledge. But they're saying, Donnie McClurkin is saying, if you don't do it his way, if you don't believe the way that he do, if you don't flow like the modern day church, then God is not with you and he's not speaking to you. That's abuse. That's narcissistic abuse. That's what it is. Because you can't prove anything about your God. Neither can I prove about mine. You can't prove it. That's abuse. I can't tell you that what you believe and what's in your heart is not real. I can't tell you that. I can just tell you the facts. The story of Jesus was already told 2,000 some years before that story was ever told. That's the reality we're living in the time of knowledge, the era of knowledge. It's not like long time ago where the pastor could say anything and you got 500 people that believe everything that comes out of his mouth. We're living in a time that the fifth grader is smarter than the adults. We're in the era of knowledge. I don't care if grandma believed it. I don't care. I don't care if your granddaddy believed it. I don't care if your aunties believed it. I don't care. It doesn't mean anything nowadays. We have the information. I talked to you guys yesterday about Christopher Columbus finding America. He did not. That's a lie. It's not true. But where is it though? It's in our history books. Why is it still there? Because people rather believe that. Is it there? Why is the information still there? Why is the information still there in the books? Why? Why is it still there? Because after you tell a lie for so long, then you believe the lie yourself. It's not true. Christopher Columbus did not discover America. That is a lie. It should not be in the books. Australia, they got rid of the information in their books. They got rid of it. It's not true. Jesus is a retold story, Donnie McClurkin. And God ain't said nothing to you. And if he did, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And the people in your congregation done drank the Kool-Aid. You've exploited those people. They may be, I don't know, they may be mentally challenged, or they may be just sheep. They may be just followers. They may be people who don't know how to think. That's not what goes on over here. We're thinkers over here. We're thinkers. Okay? I'm grown now. I'm not a child. I don't want you spoon feeding me. I don't want you to exogete anything for me. I'll do my own study. That's the era that we're in nowadays. That's the time that we're living in. We're not living in that other time where grandmama and granddaddy and them and how they, who cares? They used to wash clothes on a washboard. Now we have the magnificent washing machines. We don't do it like they did it. They used to drive those big, heavy cars. We don't do that anymore. We have sleek cars that don't weigh as much. We don't do what they used to do. We don't do it like that. They used to have big, bulky televisions. Now we have sleek televisions now. We don't do it the same. It's no reason. Listen, guys. Thinkers of the chat would love Sumerian tablets and the Ethiopian Bible. Somebody came in here the other day and told me about the Ethiopian Bible. I think I might find me one just to see the differences. We're in the era of knowledge. It is not like it was in King James Day when the average person couldn't read, and you need someone to stand in a podium or in a high place and orate a book for you. No. You read on your own. We're not doing that. We're not okay with being poor anymore either.
Any mail for me?
Okay? Financial literacy is what's on the table. We are creating our own lives. And Donnie McClurkin, your wheels are spinning. And people like you. Because you guys had so much control over people for so long. The pastors were the rock stars. Yes, especially you. Your brain is amazing. So it would love things live that added. Thank you. I choose to think my brain is amazing too. It really is. Like, I love it. Like that added. Thank you. Yeah, I hated school back in my school days. nowadays, like I was talking to my client earlier today, and she was like, well, Cheryl, she said, when you started deconstructing from the program that other people, their ideas, their theology and their ideas that I had adopted, that's a good word, I adopted their thoughts and how they saw things. You remember that? She said, well, how did you start? She said, how did you start unwinding from that? I said, I had to have courage. What's up, Johnny Diggs TV? Hey, Jacob in the building. I had to have courage. I ain't no punk. What you mean? No, I heard what you said. I see that you just told me a scary story about a place called Hell or Hades that I'm going to go to. You just told me, people like Donnie McClurkin, you just told me that the creator of the universe, God, Jesus, whoever, whatever you call him, is going to be mad at me for choosing to do things my way because I had been given life, right? What's the point of me giving me life if I got to live it according to what you say? Let me experience life on my own so I can learn my own lessons. And she was like, Cheryl, that was so courageous. Damn right. I ain't no punk. If I ain't scared of you in flesh and blood, why am I be scared of literature for? Why am I going to let writing scare me? The hell? No. And why would I allow a person, whether it be a man or a woman, somebody just like me, what's up, y'all, wrapped in flesh and blood, take literature and scare the shit out of me by something that somebody has inscripted on paper? When I'm hungry, the words on the paper don't feed me. When I need transportation, the words on the paper are not going to come give me a ride. When my children need something, the words on the paper are not going to jump up and manifest into that thing that I need. That's not how it happens. I don't need anybody to save me. What's up, Carla? I'm in the business of saving my own self. I'm in the business of doing what I'm capable of doing. See, this is the thing. Nobody loves God more than I do. I don't see it the way that they do. What they're trying to do is have you codependent on a Bible and a preacher. These are trauma bonds. When you look, Donnie McClurkin, baby, yeah. When you spoke, you are only speaking of a historical, hundreds, thousands of years of an ongoing trauma bond between a pastor and the members. Yes, it is. It's a horrific codependence. Which says, Cheryl, codependence really? Yes. Codependent on, if I don't come in there and listen to you oratate or exogete the text, if I don't come in there and bring you money and listen to you sing songs, then I can't make it in this world, because now my conscience is connected to you, your service, what you think, how you exogete. I'm trauma bonded to my church with my narcissistic pastor. You might well go and say, preach, Cheryl, preach, because that's what's going on. Now, some people have a empathetic preacher, a preacher who knows about metaphysics and quantum physics, and they understand that none of this stuff can be proven. They get it. They understand that. They are all about inclusion, and they are all about, listen, all of us are in the same boat because none of us have seen God. But what do you think about it? Let's discuss. What we do know is that God loves us, obviously, and that we love God, but everything else is on the table. Everything else is to be discussed. Everything else is to be investigated. All of it. When the preacher, like Donnie McClurkin, says something as awful as what he said, you're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. Because nobody has to listen to you. Are you crazy? Who? Nobody has to listen to you. Jacob said, I love looking at you when you talk like that. Sibo, you gonna get blocked. What's up, Carla? You gonna get blocked. Now try me one more time. Try me one more time so I can block you. Do it one more time. I'm waiting so I can block you. Go ahead. Feel free. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Okay. Jakey Jake got you. Thank you, Jakey Jake. No, we're not doing that. Nope, 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 nope. God, oh my God, I just can't believe it. I cannot believe what he said. I literally, what? So he say, mystical. What's up, Dwayne? Dwayne. You too, darling. Thank you, Jake, for tapping. Thank you, Dwayne. Have you a wonderful day. Thank you for coming by. Don't forget to like the video. Maybe he will smarten up after 5 minutes. Get it together. Get it together, Suge. Because, you know, I was going to block you. But Jakey Jake timed you out. But you was going to, hi, my love, I definitely will. Yes. Yeah, we're not, no, sir. We are not doing that. You accuse somebody of being, so what if it's mystical? What's wrong with mysticism? What's wrong with it? The Bible is full of mysticism. It's full of everything. People say, oh, I don't like the zodiac sign. The Bible is full of stuff about the zodiac. Metaphysics as well. It's full of a lot of stuff. Lots of different ideas. I am tired. See, the problem is you lazy ass preacher. That's the problem. What they want to do is take these sermons that they've preached for the last 5-7 years with their lazy asses. And they want to regurgitate these sermons. Now, the people are not listening anymore because now we're in the era of knowledge. Thank you, Dwayne. Dwayne. We're in the era of knowledge. And like I said, people got the backstory now. Everybody got the backstory, like all of our Marvel movies. You remember we used to just look at the story of Superman, but now they do Superman before he was Superman. They give in the backstory. Now everybody got the backstory nowadays. Everybody want to go to the origin. See, you lazy preacher, you don't want to do that because you want to take your sermons, because this is what ministers do. I know I used to be one, so let me just tell you. Even though I never did this, but this is what they do because I know them. They regurgitate those dry ass sermons because they're lazy. Do you understand? They are lazy. And the reason why they are lazy is because this is my opinion though. This is just my opinion. Is because they really don't have a connection with God. They really don't care about the damn people. And they're only just preaching for a paycheck. That's it. That's all. And anything that comes up against them making money, like people deciding, well, I'm not going to go to the local church anymore because I understand that God is in me. Like God is in me. God is through me all the way to the bone, but he's presenting in the world as me. God is in me. He's also coming through me to you, but he's presenting himself as me. So then all of us are just different versions of God. Just God seeing himself in every way through every human, every animal, and everything that you see, because then God is the creator. See, the church, sometimes some of the ministers minimize God to such a temperamental, narcissistic, pessimistic person, entity. God is shallow. God is jealous. God is fragile. God is temperamental. Every time you turn around, he getting upset and unaliving a whole bunch. That's what they present to people. Lies. The problem with the church, let me tell you, because if anybody can talk about it, it's me. The problem is with the church is that they are children. Indefinitely. You say, sure, why you say that? Because they're not grown. They've not grown. There's no place for them to grow. They're never grown. They always checking the list, making a list, checking it twice. Got to find out if you're naughty or nice. Always suspicious. Always checking over your shoulder. Oh, God, did I do that right? Did I say that right? Oh, I got to forgive. Oh, I got you're never grown. Like grown people and children are not the same. I ain't worried about you doing nothing to me. I'm grown. I ain't worried about it. I don't need you. See what I'm saying? But children are not like that. They need the parent. They can't pay bills. They can't prepare their food. They can't go out and get the clothing. They're dependent. And that's how Christians are. Very dependent. They're very codependent. They're all just Kurt Franklins and Eddie Longs at the beginning at the end of the day. I would say this too for certain Christians, and I do know this because I've met some and I've seen some. They are growing. They are growing, meaning that they understand that their theology and their Bible is a tool. That God loves, God is in, and God speaks to people through people that are different from them. That's an evolved Christian. They leave room that they don't have all the information. They don't know everything. And they are way more inclusive now. It's not that fundamental idea, I'm saved, you're not, I'm righteous, you're not, I'm a believer, you're not, I'm the sheep, you're the goat. It's not that, because they're the sheep and the goat at the same time. They're righteous and unrighteous at the same time. That's the reality. Donnie McClurkin needs some reality in his life. He needs some reality. And then when he was doing the sermon, I'm just like, this nigga can't see himself. Can you not see yourself? A lot of Christians can't either, because they're not taught to see. They are taught to speak from a narcissistic perspective. Right. That's how they're taught. You say, sure, why do you say that? Well, for example, you do what I say, not as I do. That's narcissistic. And I'm going to use, for example, like I did last night. I'm supposed to forgive, right? Got to be the shepherd instead of the sheep. But this, let me breathe. This mentality the Christians don't know anything about, because they keep listening to those toxic sermons from those dead people who are preaching it, those unevolved preachers. That's a program. That's the brainwashing. Y'all know what the brain does. It creates pathways of information. I keep telling y'all. Y'all need to do some brain work. You don't understand how detrimental it is to go somewhere every Friday, Sunday, Friday night, and Wednesday and listen to some of these people. Is pure projection and garbage. They use the book to do this to you. You will not, what's that word? I can't think of the word, but you won't grow like that. And you are lazy. Let's get into it. Tired. I'm so sick of it. Because that's what be going on YouTube with the content creators. They are so unevolved and low vibrational at the same time. Girl, I'm going to pray for you. You pray for me. God don't play about me. Meanwhile, you are pulling the flesh off of different people's bones. You're the monster. You're the villain. You're the toxic person. God don't play about you. What kind of God? The God that's over at the Pentecostal church? What kind of God? The God that your grandmama taught you of. What kind of God? That stuff, that stuff is so low vibrational. It's sickening. These people are not evolving. You're going to come back into this earth as a damn alligator or a cat. I don't know where you think you're going. There is no ascension in that type of thinking. Oh my God, this is crazy. I just cannot believe that these people, after all these years, that's what be going on YouTube with some of these folks. They literally feel like they can do and say anything. They could do anything. And that they and their God are best friends. It's crazy. And then the thing is, this is what I do know about life. I do know this. You don't get skip no grades. You will stay in the second grade until you are 82, and then it's time for you to go into the afterlife. You're not going to promote like that. You can speak on saying that you are in your lower self and that you are in your higher self. If you've ever been to your higher self, you won't be visiting your lower self much at all. You're certainly not going to just make a decision that you're going to do the damnedest and be the damnedest and then say, well, I'm just going to be in my lower self today. No, you don't know anything about your higher self at all. Because it would like really hurt your belly. It would really like hurt you to be that kind of stupid for no reason. To be that kind of toxic for entertainment. I've been looking all over YouTube and I found so many wonderful content creators. Wonderful people. People who are manifesting. People who they are designing their lives. They're thinking about what they want and then they've taken action and then living their reality. They are not a part of the machine. They have not drank the Kool-Aid. Oh, Cheryl Grabowski, you got to do this and you got to do that in order to, no, I don't have to do anything. No, I'll do what I want. I'll live the way that I want as long as I pay the cost to be the boss in my life. As long as I'm willing to pay that cost, I'll do what I want to do. Because I haven't asked you for anything. Do you see what I'm saying? So over here on this channel, honey, evolution, okay? We're not doing that. Whether you're dealing with a low vibrational lover or a low vibrational pastor, it is really time to put these people in their place or to just leave them behind. Yeah, just leave them on behind because that makes no sense. You don't tell me what God has said or not said to me. Are you out your mind? You either leave them behind. Okay, I'm tired of pulling on you. I'm tired. You don't want to do better? You don't want to feel better in your body. You don't want to experience some of these wonderful things that you can experience if you took control of your life and if you stop giving a damn what people think about you. That thing right there, oh my God. Donnie McClurkin and people like him, narcissistic to the bone. How dare you? How dare you? What's up, Couture? How you doing? We're talking about unevolved people and leaving their asses behind. We're talking about not pulling dead weight when you don't have to. We're talking about people being responsible for their own evolution and you letting them do that. We're talking about you getting out of the way and letting people learn and grow and learn their lessons in life by them dealing with their own consequences. That's what we're talking about. Or how else can they grow? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the congregation is trauma bonded with the preachers. I said the congregations are trauma bonded with their pastors. And it's so hard for some of you members to let it go because it's a trauma bond. You are codependent on another person to tell you about your standing with your creator. You have put it into, you've allowed your relationship or your existence in this world to be in somebody else's hands, and your ass is a full grown adult. But you deserve what you get because you're not grown yet. When, this is what I found out just naturally, without the spiritual part, just natural. There's one day, hey, Latanya, one day when, because I got 4 adult children, right? So I know because I'm their mom. Your child will let you know when they are grown and you stand on the other, you stand on the other side. When you grow up and you grown, you'll let people know, wait a minute, hold on now. Because see, I'm grown now. You understand? My experience in the Christian church is that doesn't happen in the Christian church, especially in the Pentecostal church, because your pastor is your parent and you are forever child. That is the way the doctrine is set up. That is the way the whole system is set up. I don't care if you're 64, you're forever child, and that parent, that pastor, or that bishop is your parent. But when you grow up in real life, you will let your parent, your mother, your father, and your bishop know, wait a minute now, hold on. That's not your business. That's my business. I am in your life because I choose to be. Yeah. And if I choose to walk out of your life, then I walk out. You understand? That's my business because I pay the cost in my life. What I need for you to do is respect me as an adult, and I respect you. You get no passes. I ain't asking you for none. I ain't asking you for no passes. And I'm not going to give you any. We are not on master's plantation. The way that the master and the slave, which is the pastor and the congregants, is the same exact system. Now, listen, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. This is tough. This big girl food, okay? This grown folk stuff. This is not for them. If you one of them where you bought into you obeying other grown people, then this is not for you. You're not ready for this. This is the honors class, baby. You still might be over there with IEP. And it is what it is. I'm just saying it is what it is. You understand? This is what I found out about preachers, though. They might not say this to other people. That one that draw the line with the parent or the preacher, you're the only one that's going to get respect. Them sheep, they gets no respect. Sheep not going to get no respect. You just obey. But when the preacher or the parent get by themselves, they smile, snicker. I know that's right. I was the same way. That's what they say. They are looking, the parent doesn't say to you one day, oh, well, you're an adult now, and so you limit my influence in your life. They don't tell you that. They're waiting for you to step up and to be that adult. And it's the same way in leadership and in church and everything. Even sometimes on the job, you don't let your boss you because they a boss. You're going to respect me because I respect you, or I don't have to work on your job. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Some of y'all don't know nothing about this here. You don't know nothing about it because you always doing what other people tell you to do. When are you going to be grown? It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you, but that's how it is over here in my camp. I got 4 children. They are not for the girls. They don't let people handle them because they've been trained right by their mama. No. If I got to kiss your ass to be your friend, that's one friend that you will not have. If I got to do everything you say to be a member of your church, and that's one member you don't have. And even as a boss, if you don't respect some of my ideas, then this is not the job for me. Because you ain't going to play with me. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. But then at the same time, I ain't going to play with you. I understand. Girl, there's so much going on, girl. We done evolved, honey, in this conversation. I understand leadership. I get it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But everything has limitations. That's one thing I didn't like about the church world. You got too much power and it goes unchecked. And anybody or any institution or anything, whether it be the government, whether it be a pastor or whether it be a parent, but if you got complete control and can't nobody check you, it's a problem with that. And to me, it's narcissism. When I do everything my wife tells me to do but I be setting her up to see how she act in that situation. You so crazy. And that's the right word, limitation. That is something I learned late. That's right, Christopher. Limitations. You give nothing or no one complete control. Ever. The price is too high. It's going to cost you too much. Don't do it. You give no one or nothing complete control. You tell nobody everything. Nobody. I don't give a fuck who they say they are. It's going to cost you too much and you will learn the hard way. I promise to God. Never. You know, people run with you. They say, oh, I know her. Who? Me? The Nard Father, LOL, you playing around danger, sir. Don't let a woman feel she have full control. It's over for you. She shouldn't want full control. That's unattractive. Why you want to fully control your man? And vice versa as a man. Why do you want to fully control your woman? Then you have a lapdog. That's not a real person. You can't get respect like that. See what I'm saying? They say women don't need respect. We need love. I need both. I need both. I'm willing to give both too. I need both. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with people like Donnie McClurkin. I really don't, other than narcissism, other than intoxicated by too much control, other than, just done got too many yeses, too many accolades, too many people giving him power. Like, no, you don't tell nobody. I'm relationship. People need their time and space too. I can't be up in my better half business all the time, and I don't want her up in mine either. Exactly. Completely healthy. Oh, she learns the hard way, LOL. 35 years, I got that smash, but it's fun tricking her, LOL. They're just a weaker species. Absolutely. Listen, this is life class, very dependent on men. No depend. Look, that codependency in ministry is an atrocity. That codependency in ministry, business or relationship, is an atrocity. You don't want nobody codependent on you. You just don't want it. She knows my nardism always win in the end. That's why I lasted so long. Yeah, these people are trauma bonded with their pastors. For a pastor to stand up there and tell you that you don't hear from God, it's time to pick up your Bible, your purse, your umbrella, your car keys, and walk your ass out that door. And if you scared to do that, then you're not grown. You're a child. If you scared to do that, if you scared to check your pastor, your employer, or your spouse when they are out of line, then you are codependent and you are a child. No matter what. If your body fill up with anxiety before you go to this preacher man and talk to this person or this spouse or your boss, then something is wrong. Keon, girl, you don't want me to know. You don't want me to tell you what I believe about Keon Henderson. Some YouTube account says true. Yeah, you can't know. Something is wrong. Then it's time for you to check your system because you need to grow up. Now, Keon, listen, Keon. Ooh, child. Let's go into it. Let's get into it. You asked 2,100 people. Christopher said, tell it, Cheryl. 2,100 people for $2,100. $4.2 something million. Wow, you are married to a multimillionaire, which is Shawnee. So Shawnee got money the long way. And then, what's that man over there at that church? What's his name? The big church. Oh my God, what is his name? Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, he's a multimillionaire too. You got these two people in your life and others. You ain't got nothing but heavy hitters around you. And you're going to exploit regular people who have lost everything for their $2,100. Then you come back after social media get it. Everybody, it goes viral. Social media get it. Now they starting to check you on your narcissism. Then you come back and then you say you're not going to apologize because God told you to ask them people. God told you to ask them people, 2,100 people for $2,100 a piece. Then you come back and break it down to another amount. So did God change his mind or did you change your mind? Like, what happened? What happened? Why are you, listen, first of all, Keon, God didn't tell you that. That was your narcissism. Listen, this is the thing. This is the thing. These people, because y'all know what it is to be empathetic. That means you put yourself in somebody else's shoes emotionally. Nope, God didn't tell him to say that. Girl, right. God did not tell him to say that. Listen, these people have nothing. And you ask them for $2,100 a piece to build a new mega church so that more people will come in so that you can make more money, so that you can feel whole again by having your church. This is narcissism. What's up, London Arts? Keon has issues. Something is wrong. And not only does Keon have issues, Shawnee does. Shawnee, have y'all watched her? Shawnee does too. I don't know what kind. Listen, it's given, but these people have drank the Kool-Aid and watched them. Now, this is the thing. We already saw what Keon did. We see all this stuff going on. The church should be a place for people to get help, not to be exploited. They are, yes, Shaq's wife. They are exploiting those people. They've lost everything. They've lost everything. What about Keon's insurance? Shouldn't the insurance take care of the building? What is going on here? It's sad. It is so not, but the narcissist doesn't care about you. You remember, guys? Y'all remember what we talk about? The narcissist don't have no empathy for you. Keon can't put himself in their shoes emotionally. He can't do that. Plus, Keon he's going home. Him and Shawnee probably has a magnificent edifice with the wonderful sheets to lay on and any kind of food or drink that he wants, with the echo in the house and fabulous furniture and the garage with all the nice cars. And he can't put himself in their shoes emotionally. He's an emotional child. He just wants what he wants. I want my church back. Give me the money. I don't care about you guys. You pray into God and ask God to help you, but you help me like I told you to. Yes, they are rich. Joel Osteen is not a bad guy, though, I feel. I like Joel, Christopher. I like Joel. But what I'm saying is, Keon can ask Joel and Sean, what's her name? Yeah, for the money. Ask them for the money. Don't tax people who are already in a bad situation. It's not morally, ethically, and emotionally right. It is wrong. It paints a picture of who Keon is inwardly, mentally, and emotionally. It paints a picture. He doesn't have to show us anything else. He's already, through his words, he's painted the picture. And for us who can see it plain, sir, you are very narcissistic for that. And you are completely wrong. Now, it makes Joel Osteen look bad. But Joel looked bad because y'all remember when the storm came and the homeless people were saying, please, almost like Noah's Ark, it's raining out here. It's raining. Everybody's flooding. Can you please let us into your church? The church, the safe place. We'll just sleep on the floor, or can we just lay on your pews? And that man was like, no, I don't want y'all in here. He didn't want the people in there. My thing is this. When are these people going to understand that by definition, you guys are servants? That was sad. Why now the modern day preacher has the mentality that the congregants are to serve them? Put them on a pedestal. Idealize them. Give them all types of admiration and all of that. When did that change? Because obviously, if they're going by their King James Bible, Scripture said Jesus didn't even have a place to lay his head according to their Bible that they preach out of to the people. I never asked to be a servant. They are servants. By definition, that's what they've been called to do. Serve the people. They are servants. But now, in the modern day church, it's all twisted. They want to be served. People go into ministry from day one to get all the adoration and praise. People worship pastors. I don't know when it happened. I don't know when it started, but it's been that way for a long time. It's been that way at least for 60 years at least. People, probably a whole lot more, people worship preachers. Preachers are the voice traditionally for the people, you know. So when you have people who say, I'm going into ministry, do you know how much a church makes a month? They were doing the numbers on somebody's church the other day, And they said, I think Keon's church, Keon Church makes, I believe they said $400,000 a month. $400,000 a month, I believe is what they said. That's the takeaway. That's what the church makes. So I don't know what you're saying that for, WTF. What? $2,100 people tithing into a ministry a month, at least $400,000 a month. Right. Now count it up for the year. Um, for narcissistic people, that's a whole lot of money. And that is why, because preachers don't really have to do a lot, because the foundation has already been set. These people have been going to church and their families have been going to church. Well, it's not chump change to me, Dixon. You must have grew up a lot different than I did. Sonya, you say you're going into ministry. Right, right. And a lot of ex-drug dealers, they love ministry. They love it. Because now, instead of their clientele be the ones with they feed the substance to, the clientele now is the congregation. And they feed them the biblical scriptures. You're broke. Oh, I hate that you're broke. You got to figure out the way to make money. They feed them the scriptures, and now, you see what I'm saying? Bank account, $22. Bless your heart. So it is what it is. So that's why a lot of them do ministry. Sonya said, girl, you on point today. Thank you, Sonya. Well, y'all know when it comes to, any kind of talk like this, that's my thing, girl. I don't need no notes. I don't need nothing. I just need to turn the light on and go live. That's it. That's all I need. And I can roll with it. But, yeah, narcissism and ministry. Donnie McClurkin running his mouth. 2,100 people, $2,100. 4 point something million dollars. That's a lot of money. What's up, FDJ in the building? How you doing today? I need y'all to share this live. Y'all need to share this live to one of y'all social medias, guys. We got to get back in the algorithm. Yeah, she is in such a good mood. I can't help but also be in a good mood. Thank you, Dixon. Yeah, but it's a serious topic, though. What's up, big dog? How you doing today? It's such a serious topic, and like I say, please, guys, don't drink the Kool-Aid. I want y'all to stay in the reality. Don't go into the fantasy. The narcissist is in a fantasy. Whether or not it's a pastoral narcissist, a boss narcissist, or intimate relationship narcissist, doesn't matter. Really, 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 no meat is going good, FDJ. Still no meat. No meat. But really, if it's a church narcissist or a spiritual leader narcissist, they're going to have you in that fantasy. They're going to ask 2,100 people to give $2,100 while these people know that they don't even have a house to go back to because the storm got rid of everything. Thank you, FDJ. What's up, WV? Girls, these narcissists are about to drive me crazy over here. No, they are not, Saya. They're going to go crazy. You're going to go gray rock. You're going to cut your emotions off when it comes to them. What's up, WV in the building? Love you too, girl. So what did I eat today? What did I have? Oh, I got a pot pie from KFC. And what I did was I took the meat out. And it wasn't a lot of meat in there. It wasn't a lot at all, but I took it out. I was called a hag at church for using crystals and celebrating Halloween. And the whole Girl, it was so good. Oh, it was ridiculous. And they had just took it out the oven because I had to wait 17 minutes. Um, I guess we're gonna do a live on how many pagan practices that are church in church rituals. The blood and the wine, that's pagan. Putting the blood over the door of the house before the plagues came and unalived the people in Moses' day, that's paganism. Both. Drinking blood, that's paganism. Listen, guys, I don't know why Christians pick on people. They have no room. They have no room. About studying people and their stupidity, I concentrate on me and how I protect myself. I understand that. Pot pie with no meat, that's like having nachos with no cheese. It really wasn't. It was the best thing. Those potatoes were so big. The peas, the sauce, and the flakiness of the crust on top. It was light and it was just crunchy. It was heaven. I'm so satisfied. And yeah, so we let the meat go. I am shrinking that crust. Sweet cake with no honey. No, it's not. I'm telling you. Go try it, FDJ. Go try it. What's up, Sierra, standing on business? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, girl. Go try it. FDJ, please go get the pot pie from KFC. Don't eat the chicken. You got to use some discipline now. Don't eat the chicken, okay? But just eat the pop. It was so much crust on the top and the bottom. So much. Those potatoes, that, shoot. I'm about to talk myself into getting another one. But that would be just pure greedy. So I better not do that. But there's so much paganism in it. You know, they talk about people using candles. They can't say anything about candles. I mean, sacrificing animals, paganism again. So much ritual. I mean, how much ritualistic can it get when you unaliving animals and you're, you know what I mean? FDJ, I didn't have cleavage yesterday. I wore a t-shirt at the Italian restaurant. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. But yeah, they can't talk. It's okay. It's okay. I know that's right. See, I know you be working. Anointed oil, yep. Holy water, those are all the pagan practices. But they're going to mess with your videos. Most videos you do. Most videos I do. You're right. You do. But when you look, when you got assets, why not show them off? They're mine. And I like these blouses. You know, a lot of women can't do what I do in that way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to show off what I got. And it makes me happy, so why not? It's like a Mexican party with no tequila. I can't drink the tequila. Tequila is way too strong. You know what I mean? It's way too strong for me. I can't handle it. But yeah, so all of that stuff, holy water, oil, the blood, taking the communion like the bread and wine is pagan practice. But almost everything in the King James Bible was borrowed. It's borrowed information anyway. It's revised from the beginning. I'm talking about before they did New International Version, before they did the NIV, before they did all of those things, the full Gospel Bible, before they did any of those translations. It's revised information from day one. Stories that have been told. I don't know how Christianity has been able to infiltrate the world the way that it has. Because in the beginning days, Christmas, Easter, all foolishness, yes. They used to unalive those people for not believing in it. It's full. of the most horrible and hateful and uh, terrible stuff. Yeah, God is a jealous God. That is one that, they really need to take that out because that's problematic. And then we're supposed to be okay with God being jealous, just like we're supposed to be okay telling me God is a jealous God. Be it, it is. But and then so then it's okay for other people, and it's okay for me to be jealous. Bad emotions come out from jealousy. You know what I mean? So how can we, you're to stay away from jealous people, because then they begin to covet you or what you have, and then they'll go on to steal or maybe unalive to get what you have. See, those are toxic traits. That's negative. That's not positive. Right. And of course, Jesus is not European, of course. But for most of my life, and especially my mother's life, because she passed away at 72, and her mom, they all thought he was a Caucasian man. Just like they all thought that Christopher Columbus discovered America. You see how lies can be told for so many decades and possibly centuries, and the new people think it's true because it was a story told. But the story is not based on reality. It's a fantasy. It's not real. It's a lie. And on my channel, we challenge those ideas. And my goal is to provoke you to think. And that's whether you're dealing with a human being in front of you or a literature. In Doesn't matter, both. If you tell me that God is everything and all powerful, wise, loving, then it's pathetic to say God is jealous. Jealousy is an emotion. Right. But the writer, he was from Africa. Yes, he was. Um, but the writer was jealous. So it made sense for the writer to write that God is jealous. That made sense. He wanted to put that in there, he or she, that God is jealous. You know what I'm saying? For somebody who is strongly narcissistic or possibly suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, that makes sense to them because they are jealous at the core. Pathological envy and jealousy, they're jealous of people really, really bad, real bad. And they compare themselves to people really bad. There are 12 crucified Christ way before Jesus. hmm There's so much before Jesus. But the church starts the story. You know what I'm saying? The New Testament starts off talking about Jesus, and the church is built upon those stories. But we're in the era of knowledge, and it is your fault if you let these people control the narrative. It is what it is. We can't be lazy. We can't be lazy, guys. Because a lot of this stuff that we don't know is because we're just being lazy. Because, I mean, if you want to know, you just ask or you just research. That's it. And it don't take all day and all night to ask or to research. It doesn't take it, you know. We go to school all the time. We take courses all the time. We take classes all the time. We go to these colleges all the time. We get on the internet and take all kind of courses to make money. But yet and still, we don't research what we believe that's been told to us from religious leaders. And we just automatically believe what they say and then hold on to some of the things that they say, which are actually taking value from the quality of our lives, you know? So I just don't want you guys to be lazy minded. I want you to be engaged.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Girl, I ain't talking to you. Hush. I don't want you to be I want you to take this thing into your own hands and then create the life that you want. Y'all know I want that for y'all more than anything. I don't care what other people say. Who cares? I don't. I don't. Cortisol levels are going to stay down. And we are manifesting. I want to read this to y'all too before we end the live. So listen. I release any concern over how my light may be perceived. I release any concern over how my light may be perceived. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry. I know, Sonya girl, I'm going to call you when I get off this live. I'm not going to worry about how my light is being perceived. If my presence stirs discomfort within you, if my presence stirs up the discomfort within you, hold on, Luca. May you find peace and healing on your journey. If my presence stirs discomfort within you, may you find peace and healing on your journey. Because that's what I wish for you. Peace and healing. In this new era, we rise unapologetically. This new era of knowledge, higher vibration, we rise unapologetically no matter what. I'm not going to apologize to you for me evolving and ascending. I'm not going to apologize to you for wanting my cortisol levels down. It's go on my Facebook sign. It's on the Facebook. In this new era, we rise unapologetically, no longer dimming our light to ease the shadows of others. No longer dimming our light to ease the shadows of others. And I used to do this all the time. What's up, Abraham? Sierra standing on, yes, manifesting it and working on goals and dreams. I used to do this. Hey, Cheryl, I hope you're having a great day. Yes, I used to do this. Most empaths have done this. And codependent people pleasers have done this. Dimming our light to ease the shadows of others. And Steve said, I still do. Stop it, Steve, right now. Stop it. To ease the shadows of others. What's the shadow? That's the unevolved self, part of a person. That's the person that's low vibrational. Abraham, what's up? The person who can't see themselves. So you dim your light, turn it down, or you sink into your lower self in order to accommodate them. Because if you share your enlightenment, your evolved thoughts, and how you really want to move in this world, they will be gravely offended and they can't handle it no more. 2024, turn that motherfucking light up as high as it goes. If it offends them, they will walk away. They're on their own journey. Wish them peace and blessings and pray that they evolve. People always think you're trying to be better than them, when in all reality, I just love nice things and I don't purchase things to impress people. I get that, Steve. You know what you like. If you like sheets with a large thread count, that's your business. You like the way it feel on your body. But then old girl or old boy come over to your house and they notice your sheets like that and they be like, you always trying to be better than what you is. No, you are not as good as me. That's your business. If you want to lay on 300 thread count, that's your business. Do not. I did this for so many years in my life. I love y'all. Do not. You can't get what you want being that way. You're going to betray yourself, hurt yourself inwardly. Do not do that. For some people, being spiritual aware is too uncomfortable for them. Luca, absolutely. I've done it. I'm doing that now. And people don't like it. People who used to have, yeah, it is crazy. People used to have access to me and like, but there are people that were in my life who like my low vibrational self. They like me when I'm flowing in the low vibration, and they want it back. Yeah, it sent me into depression for years. Oh no, Steve. I can see that because that's not how you feel about them, right? That's not how you feel about them. But you've been but you were just around unevolved and low vibrational people. That's it. And that's why nowadays we're building our own tribe. Family don't have to necessarily be family. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you don't get to choose your family coming in here, but you get to choose your tribe. I don't even have time to tell people certain things. You can carry a cow to the river, but you can't get that cow to drink. Okay? And we want to stop carrying cows to the river. We just want to attract people who are vibrating on our level. That's what we want. That's your tribe. People are upset with you when you just be you because your light is that bright. Absolutely. You'll just have a sore back. It's exactly right. Guess who this is, my YouTube queen? What's up, JCJR? How you doing? Right. So, no, I came all the way to tell y'all that y'all are doing just fine. You're doing just fine. It's the work. For those who've not started on their journey and not even started working, I pray that you get started one day, you know. But I can't make you. We can't, you know, you can't make a person. I know you like me, you got love, you know, family members and, you know, siblings and children. My mom and my dad have passed away now, but I'm good just wrapping up on my work day. Okay. Well, I'm about to go back to work. I got to take some crochets out and do a blow dry and a trim and some color. But anyway, I loved y'all being here today. Thank y'all for making this live what it was. We're going to leave it up for people to catch the replay. I would like you guys to share it. It is work, but well worth it. Glad I started working. Yes, Cheryl. Yes, it is. You look amazing as always, Cheryl. I was just stopping in before I head to get my son. Enjoy your day, Queen. You too, Steve. Thank you so much. It is well worth it, but like Cheryl said, it's work. Some will fall on solid ground, some will fall on shaky ground. Either way, we can all get on track if we're willing. Bye, Luca. Yep. This is a real channel. This is a live channel. This is the real me. Y'all don't get another version of me. Y'all get the whole version of who I am. I understand that I have to be my authentic self in order to get what I deserve out of life. Love you too, Luca. Some will fall on solid ground. Love you too, Sonia. And so I encourage y'all to just be more of yourself. Don't turn your light down to accommodate anybody. Don't do it. And if they snarl at you too many times, and if you read the room and they are, you know, doing what they do, then you excuse yourself and you don't go back. Can y'all do that for me? Please don't hang out with people who tolerate you. And please, for the love of God, if you feel vibrational wise that they are full of crap and that they are gaslighting you and that you feel like once you walk out of the room they're talking about you, then make sure you don't enter into that room again, okay? All right, y'all. Kisses and hugs. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all this evening around 8:30, something like that. Bye. Thank you, Sonia. Bye, Sierra. Bye, guys.